over many, but I beg you,
Those
find
spalders
him.
are really cool too.
Save him if you can.
Belt pouch. It looks like a deck box almost.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Oh, we have money, Rangers.
Money?
Even though we don't live fancy like some families do.
Ooh, was she
If you
implying there?
bring my Hardy home safe, we'll donate all we can to your cause.
Pre-COVID D&D meets? That's pretty dope. Got enough points for a 1v1? Listen. 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 You want to know this. You don't... listen. 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 You don't want to know this. Like that? It's a little bit of ASMR for you. Can you describe your husband for us?
He's a little on the portly
Let's be
side.
honest.
Always well dressed.
Wait a second. Hold on. What are we being honest
Mike's
about?
playing cowboy out on the ranch.
Gonna save them for
That is
Yarbs.
one in 100
Nice.
families.
Do it.
That's why I married him.
So you can ban him for 10 minutes every time? I see your 10 minutes is up and banned again.
Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat.
Nice. But yeah, Snarf,
Let me see who... Allie Blue?
my dad suggested the
Aunt
same thing.
Allie?
He said even
My
if
goodness, of course! I'd love to read this.
like I were to focus more on community and stuff like that, and it's still in the end something that like you can make money from, right? And so he's like, you have to do it. You have to see it as that way. If you don't see it as a business, then you're not gonna, climb. But it's just hard for me to see stuff like that because I don't.
Blue is my
I'm not
maiden
as
name.
like capitalistic
Back in
as
the
he
old
is,
days, the
if that
Blues
makes
and
sense.
the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost shot me when I told her I was gonna marry Hardy. Always wanted to know what
Nice.
things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this.
Yeah, I agree. I actually set up a Discord, but I don't know if I need to make a tab for it on my channel probably. And again, that's something else. I find myself not having a ton of time to manage because when Jen's at work, she's at work most throughout the night, and when she's home, she's sleeping. So that leaves me watching the kids, so doing things like making YouTube videos and managing social media. It's harder for me to do with a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, I made a
I know
TikTok
you will.
because there seem to be a lot of
Thank you,
streamers on
Rangers.
there that are like networking through that. Now I don't know if that's even something more I'm gonna have to manage too, but I've already got Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that set up, and I mean I'm trying.
This is a place of respite.
Oh, there's Gideon. There's the guy we're looking for right there. It's all good, man. If she's
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes?
busy, I don't
I'm
wanna-
most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
I
Uncle
can't auto
Gideon.
upload to. I can't
You
auto
heard
upload.
About my
English.
family?
I can auto upload to YouTube from Twitch, but the problem is it sends the whole stream. I want to try and break it down to the 30-minute videos because that way it's at least watchable and or bingeable. I'd rather not post the entire stream to YouTube. If you do it from Twitch, that seems to be the only way to do it. Yeah, no, I agree. I do need a lot of content, and so the only way to get it into YouTube is what I'm going to do with this playthrough is break it down into 30-minute videos.
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry.
I just need to find the time.
You know you
probably
always
weekends,
have a place
honestly.
in my house
Or
for
down
as
days.
long as you need.
I know. And I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers?
She's a deputized ranger.
She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her.
It does, and that's something else
Now,
I've looked into
I expect
on like
you'll hear about
Fiverr
my
and
call.
other websites. And
There
stuff
is a
to try and
situation
find
in Colorado
an editor.
Springs that
But it's just-
requires a delicate touch. But first, Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends.
Exactly, yeah.
We can barely
100%
feed our
Trevor J.
existing
I agree.
population. And now, smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't.
I even tried to get one of my other normal viewers who watches consistently, Yarbs, to. I was like, hey, I'll pay you $10 to sit here and like capture clips and stuff like that, and just do X amount of clips every time I stream. Like, I know $10 isn't a lot, but if it's just a few clips every time, I mean, every stream, whatever, that's still $10 every stream, and I stream 3 days a week.
I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left
No,
the
Hunter.
marshals spread too thin.
Austin doesn't watch my stream. He's got his own stuff going on. My dad wants me to outsource it to someone over
It seems
overseas.
he'd rather just have Sheriff
He's got a
Daisy
buddy
keep
over
putting
there who,
refugees
cuts
in the
all his
pillories
videos up and stuff
rather
like
than
that.
stopping the tide at its source. It's
He said he'd be willing to
infuriating.
do it, but the
That
problem with
is
that
why
is
I've called you.
the problem I have with that is I don't know if it's someone who's editing for like business or editing for like a gaming channel, because my dad uses them for business, obviously.
You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to
Of course
treat
he
the
does.
symptom
You're-
rather than the
he does.
cause. But that is because the symptom is about
Exactly.
to overwhelm
Editing is
us.
editing.
And the cause.
But I don't want subpar editing if I get editing done, like outsourced editing, if that makes sense. I just don't want it to end up being subpar.
Well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be
You're right. I
changing the regime,
You miss 100% of the
which,
shots you don't
even
take.
for those who
Wayne
have wanted
Gretzky,
it
Michael
most,
Scott.
has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city.
Sorry if I'm interrupting your guys' listening of this audio, by the way.
Don't put words in my mouth, Rangers. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm merely stating realities. My loyalty to the Patriarch goes without saying.
Nice. I was pretty lucky early on with emotes and stuff. I got them all done on Fiverr, and Fiverr's such a great website
But let's
for finding
save any
people to do
talk
that
of
kind of
politics
stuff.
until
I've
after
got
this
3 emotes right
refugee
now, so I
crisis is
just
dealt
need the
with.
sub points and
Are
subscribers
you willing to help me
to
or
unlock them,
not?
basically.
The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have
mentioned the
returned,
plains a few times.
and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, Snarf. So essentially what it is right now I've got 7 subscribers. I need 13 sub points in order to unlock an additional emote. And then I assume I need even more to unlock another emote. So you start only having 1 emote that you're allowed. Except for, so you guys get the badges for subscribing, and then I have the 1 emote, which is the me waving hi. I have 2 other already made, but until I get the stream points and the subscribers and, they're seeing that I'm getting sustainable, viewership, then I won't get more emotes.
Oh, of course.
A
And
monocle?
not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage.
Mechanics.
And I can get
There we
them
go.
to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best. And
Nice.
I'll pay for everything.
Okay, we'll look into this for you.
Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are, when you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye.
So he doesn't necessarily
and-
agree with the patriarch, it seems like. There's a door over here. Let's go. There's also a container here. Requires power. Can I not see underneath here? Okay, guess not. Animal whisper skill? We can't get in there. The door's locked. Oh, wait. It's right there. Come on. Really, game? Someone just walk over there and flip the switch. I think our animal whisper is not very high, though. Hi, Mr. Chicken. Unblinking scrutiny. Oh, wow, nice. We got a shit ton of stuff in there. Another heavy machine gun that we don't need. What is this? Kiss ass by one. Hell yeah. Cyborg chicken kicks ass. I imagine it does. Who is our kiss ass? I think it's Snarf. Skills. Kiss ass 2. We do have Marshall Kwan, who's got kiss ass like a million. The problem is I don't want to rely on him forever, if that makes sense. Do I give it to Snarf or do I give it to Kwan? Because eventually we might want to replace these guys. Give it to the NPC, you think? Well, we're going to run into other NPCs down the road is what I'm saying. Pays massive dividends. Alright, we'll start putting some more points into it. I guess we'll give him the book. Alright, well his kiss ass is now 7. Was there anything else in there? Nope. Alright, let's go, gang. Let's see what else is in this area.
I can't believe I'm stuck with this assignment.
Can't believe I'm stuck.
Babysitting broken.
I used to play on these streets.
Did you?
Now there's blood on them.
Lockpicking 6. Guess what Yarb says.
Hello, and welcome to the most fabulous, hold on the one more family. What is your business at the more listed?
Ooh, Nerd Stuff 5.
Processing. Please enter that later date and prepare a better make in the future. Thank you, Lit. Ben
Alright, so we need to put more points in Nerd Stuff. Do it up here. Ooh, elite guards. So, cool. Oh, Diligent Joe. Oh, this must be the patriarch.
Let's keep walking.
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers.
Movies I like a lot? Quite a few movies actually. Lord of the Rings are one of my favorite series of movies because I'm a huge Tolkien fan. Obviously I prefer the books over the movies, but there's a shit ton of movies that I like. Saving Private Ryan has always been one of my favorite movies because it's the first rated R movie that I watched. Me and my dad watched that. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is one of my all-time favorite comedies. It's just every year when it comes on, I watch it 100%. We're getting near Christmas time. Well, I say Christmas time. Nightmare Before Halloween I really like. My daughter really likes that, so we watch that around Halloween time. When it gets close to Christmas time, the original Santa Claus movie is one of my favorites. A lot of movies that I like, though, like that. A lot of comedies. The Three Amigos, if you've heard of that one, it's really good.
I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
Good day.
Okay, let's look at our map real quick. We're up here. It looks like we can go over to the left. There's the water estate. There's a greenhouse down that way. Let's go back south. Or I guess let's check over here first. Oh, yeah, that's where we came from. Doesn't look like there's anything over there except for our vehicle. I've been enthralled in the Alien series recently. The Alien movies are really good. I've never really been a big fan of horror type movies, mostly because I was a big baby growing up. I never liked horror movies. I'm still kind of, if I go to a movie theater and it's a horror movie, I'm one of those people who watch it like this.
I can't believe I'm stuck with this.
I'm not afraid to say it. I just, horror movies have never been my thing.
Poor Lucy.
But Ryan, you're completely grown up and an adult. Yeah, but I still get spooked. Snarf, what are your favorite movies? Park effects just get that fizz in Alien movies. The Alien movies are really good,
so
though.
empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, the only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
Another Tommy gun, some gun pieces, personal Wesson.
My dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you as it is the last.
What is that movie, Snarf?
Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I'm glad you are not.
I
Open
think he's just talking crap.
Time to face justice! Your mother and I love you very much.
You don't really watch horror movies? That's
You are
understandable.
destined for great things, Miss Lucia Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
Oh, God!
Rip.
Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed of the mess it's in now.
Windows? Can I look at those? Windows are thick and double pane, no expensive spare to keep out the cold.
Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone.
Peer beyond the rubble.
No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse. And the
Recently
Dorseys
gone
took
to 80s
everything worth
movies?
stealing.
Ooh, 80s movies are great. I don't know if it's 80s though. Is Short Circuit an 80s movie or is it a 90s movie? I feel like it's a 90s movie. Oh, lots of shit.
Mama used to love sitting in here.
Horror used to be your
She'd
thing
be
sometimes.
ashamed of the mess it's in now.
Think too much and it's not fun. Yeah, that's pretty much how I watch horror movies. I psych myself up too much, which is what they're good at, right? Building the suspense. But yeah, I'm one of those people, I have to watch it like this so I can immediately cover my eyes if I need to. Just the horror movies are so good at building that, you know, fuck what's coming next, fuck what's coming next. and then it happens, and you're like, ah! So,
Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
cooking supplies. Alright, Snarf, take care of it. Alright, Snarf. Explosive 6, 5. We can disable most of this. Please don't step on that. You idiot. Snarf, why would you do that? Why would you step onto that mine? Now you're all frazzled. Oh, it's gone. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. But yeah, I've never been one to enjoy horror films. I'll watch them because my wife really likes them, but they're not my thing. Now, you want to talk about movies that I really enjoyed? A rubberized cable infused with gold that could carry power from an outlet to a toaster. Okay. I love musicals and things like that. Any type of kind of like Broadway type thing. I would say Alien's more. It's like a horror thriller, I would guess, because the suspense is always built up through not seeing the alien but knowing it's there, and then when you finally see it, you're like, and the fucking little mouth comes out. Human Centipede 2, nice. Snarf, you're doing really good at disarming these traps, though. I'll give you that. Human Centipede 2. What is that gold chain that we just got? Is it $1,000? Wow. Okay. But I feel your time. Tim E time. Horror movies are good, but I don't know. I feel like the older ones used to be better, in my unprofessional opinion. It put you guys in the mood. I could see that. I don't know if you knew this, Trebuchet, but Snarf is my secret lover. I say secret, but it's not very secret. I'm very jealous that he is married. Okay, we wanted to put more points into nerd stuff. Okay, if we put a point into nerd stuff, we can go back and, like, disarm that robot or whatever. Oh, goodness. You're right, though. You're right, he does. Let's put a point into nerd stuff and a point into nothing. Let's save it. Intelligence, which will give us another skill point, I think. Yes, we're at 2. Nice. We'll put another point to toaster repair. Favorite movies is a good question to ask. Thank you for asking that. I'm not very good on keeping that kind of stuff. I need to write out a script of things like questions to ask during the stream. Repairing vehicles, robots also boost the max con. Fixing broken toasters now yield toast. Ah. Oh, fixing broken toasters now yields bonus loot. Yes, please. Alright, Snarf, let's level you up. Coordination. Let's keep increasing your charisma. That leadership bonus is insane. Favorite books. Okay. I'm a bit of a book nerd. I know you like The Count of Monte Cristo. I know that's like your favorite book of all time. I'm a real huge fantasy nerd. Any book that's fantasy, I love. I'm always looking for new fantasy books to read, whether it's like post-apocalyptic fantasy or like your standard like medieval fantasy, stuff like that, or even there's a genre of fantasy that's like I forget what it's called, but like super heavy fantasy. Isaac Asimov. That sounds very familiar. Sounds very, very familiar. I want to try sci-fi books because space and stuff like that is actually a secret interest of mine. iRobot. Okay. I thought it sounded familiar. It's one of those things that you like store back in your mind, but you don't like. You know what I'm saying. But I'm a big fan of fantasy books. I'm a huge fan of the Dresden Files. I'm a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings. I read the Harry Potter books growing up as a kid, reading them as like a fourth grader, those huge ass novels. I'm really big into like gritty kind of fantasy. Recently started reading The Blade itself, which is really good. Animal Whisperer. Right. Boom. We'll also give you Weird Science 3. Dresden is fantastic. I'm going to start listening to the audiobook here tonight, probably when I go to bed. Wow, I have a shit ton of fantasy books. Any book by Jim Butcher I really like. The Codex Alara was a series that not a lot of people like, but it's one of my favorite book series. I've read it 3 or 4 times, maybe more. Just something that I really enjoyed. Game bonus con and damage for animal. Son of a bitch likes to dodge around the battlefield, huh? Dodge this. You no longer set off landmines when stepping on them. Yeah, I understand that 100%, Snarf. They're really slow at the beginning. Really, really slow. But I just like how they end up. Black Prism, that series was really good. I really like that series. Target an area with rocket launcher and fire it into the rocket falls, bombarding the area for 100% damage. Let's do that. I like that one. Okay, let's go and close. We leveled up. I started reading The Way of Kings. It's really good. I'm almost finished with it, actually, the first book. I really like the Shadow series, the Night Angel trilogy, I think it is. Really good. One of my favorites. That one's a little bit more gritty than most fantasy books, but I think we can break into here. I think if I shoot my shotgun. Okay, no, it didn't damage it. Oh, where's Snarf at? Let's get these guys out of the way. Snarf, get out the Flammenwerfer. What aspects about those books do you like? Really, it's just the escapism of it. I love fantasy for that exact reason. That's not Snarf. Fantasy books allow you to really transport yourself to a different, different mindset, different point of view. Stuff like that just really appeals to me. Okay, so can you burn that? Okay, it doesn't appear like we can damage this. I figured that we could, but I guess we can't. Anything magical, stuff like that, is also really, really interesting to me. I love magic systems. I love anything. I'm a huge fan of D&D, so anything fantasy and kind of all of that intermingles into my hobbies as well. Sorry I'm talking a lot. It's something I'm pretty passionate about. Did we loot? Oh no, we missed it. How did we miss this weapons crate? We could blow it up. What's this? Marksman rifle, sniper rifle. Okay. Yeah, let's give Snarf the rocket launcher and see if that works. Reload it. Oh, we don't have any ammo for it, that's why. I guess we could use the ferret launcher. It won't let me shoot. house has a lot of furniture. Yeah, we don't have normal rocket launchers. And it doesn't appear that we can just shoot it. Yeah. Damn. Okay, well maybe it's something we have to come back to later. D&D has always been something Larry Niven. Short story that's easily found on the webs. Are you talking about the Discworld series? Is that what Larry Niven wrote? Because I definitely want to check that out. Oh, there's a whole area over here. Yeah, of course. I'm always down to
boss.
find more books. Who's talking to me? Different author, he did Ring World. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down though. Just chatting stream? Yeah. Sorry. I can focus, I'll focus more on the gameplay, that's my bad. Border to Black Valley Lincoln. I will check it out.
You descend the narrow stairs and find the door to the bunker.
It's like D&D.
I listen at the door. Make a perception roll. It's awful dark out here. Maybe we should go inside.
This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park.
I got a 15! Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across
Roll
stone.
initiative.
It's coming closer. Did you hear that?
It's just the wind.
Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
Ooh, some balloons. Ancient Love Letter. My dearest, I've left a puzzle for you to test our bond. This is the first of 3 special locations within this park. Today is Sunday. I'm counting the days until we're together. Hey, how's it going, Insomniac Days? Thank you for the raid. Hell yeah. Welcome, everybody. It kind of devolved from a Wasteland play through into talking about our favorite books and movies and stuff like that. But we're jumping back into this. It's part of his known space universe consisting of over 10 books and 40 short stories. I will definitely check that out. No, you're good, man. I enjoy talking about that kind of stuff. I mean, I can focus on the game somewhat and talk at the same time.
Did you hear what
But
happened?
no,
in
it's
Aspen?
I enjoy talking
All
about it
those
because I
people
like
taken
talking to people
hostage?
about similar
If
like
it's
interests
really
and
Vic
stuff
who
like
has
that.
them, they're all as good as dead.
I actually have my D&D dice right behind me here. You know you play D&D when you have a Crown Royal bag just filled with the stuff. I love collecting dice. Oh look, a block from one of my kids. Hey, as far as I know we are. Are you me? I even got big dice. I call them the compensators.